The Republic of Malawi is a landlocked country in the southeastern Africa that was formerly known as Nyasaland. In 1994, Malawi transitioned into a multi-party democratic society with a comprehensive Bill of Rights in its constitution. However, Malawi has retained some colonial laws, including some petty offences which victimize the poor. I work in Malawi for the Southern Africa Litigation Centre. Our work contributes to access to justice for all and to build effective accountability and inclusive institutions at all levels. Understanding how criminal laws and law enforcement practices perpetuate economic inequality, discrimination, and violence is part of my work. Petty offences continue to be used to discriminate against the poor by targeting those whose means of economic survival is begging on the streets. Often, these are women and children.
I come from Bangu Township, and I do come to town to beg. I do face a lot of challenges like insults, and sometimes the police chase us, and once you are caught, you can spend nights in cell. I don't go to school due to challenges, and I do realize that my right to education is being compromised.
I do come to this town to find my needs through begging. I'm a school dropout, and my life has been full of struggle. Here people insult us, and the police chase us. The way I live, I can say that my right to good health is compromised, contrary to what we hear, that every person has a right to good health.
2 times the police arrested me and I was with my children. They just held us up for about 2 hours, then later released us. We do want our children to go to school, but can they attend class on an empty stomach?
The Center for Human Rights Education Advice and Assistance CREA is an extended partner in the decriminalization of petty offences. Together, we have identified laws that perpetuate discrimination against the poor.
They go to street to beg just because they are poor. But we have decided as a country to criminalize poverty, so that if you are poor, therefore you are a criminal. These are some of the laws that we are fighting, the laws that actually seize the status of a person. For being poor, therefore we can arrest you because you are poor, you are begging in town.
Petty offences are built on a history of patriarchy and have always targeted women. This contributes to victimization of women, thus creating an enabling environment for abuse of such laws. Research was conducted in 2013 called No Justice for the Poor, and revealed that when sex workers are arrested, they are almost always sexually abused in police custody. In many cases, they are arrested even when seen in privacy of their homes, where only women are apprehended up and their male counterparts are not.
What surprises us most is the fact that some of us were picked by the police during the day. The police just wanted to take advantage of us.
We started a project that was aimed at protecting the sex workers from police abuse. And one of the strategies that we put up in place was to support them where they need to go to court, that is through strategic litigation. So in this particular case, this was a group of sex workers that were arrested for the offense of living on earnings of prostitution. And this is an offense that there's been a lot of misconception in terms of how and who the offense targets. So in this particular case, the sex workers were arrested for being sex workers. So when the issue came before the lower court, they were convicted and they were also given a fine. And some of them failed to pay the fine, and some of them did pay. So the ones that did not pay, they were supposed to go to prison. But through the support that we gave them, they were able to repay the fine, and then we actually helped them to challenge their conviction. I have supported some cases where women continue to challenge the laws that victimize them for sex work.
After that ruling, we are now operating freely at any time one wishes. Cases of police cruelty and arrests through rogue and vagabond have declined.
I am contributing towards achieving inclusive societies, access to justice, and the rule of law. I encourage all state institutions, courts, and parliaments to promote rights and denounce laws that criminalize poverty and identity. This is Chikondi Chijozi, a commissioner for the Malawi Human Rights Commission, and I'm also a lawyer for the Southern Africa Litigation Centre. We believe in SDG 16, and this is my World 360.